Okay, so this morning I heard rumours that the FBI investigation into Kavanaugh would finish late Wednesday night. I thought that someone had got the wrong information and started spreading it around because you couldn't get it done in 7 days, and 7 days is very, very quick. But that's what's happened. It's It started last Friday. It's been less than a week, which is a lot less than what Democrats settled for, which is insulting to say the least. But the more we go through it, the actual investigation isn't open to the public, but senators have seen it. But there is a ton of issues. First off, Lindsey Graham, Mitch McConnell saying that they're not even going to let Democrat senators see the report, but they're going to let their aides see the report and then give the Democrats a quick rundown. That is absurd. If you believe that Brett Kavanaugh is completely innocent, then there's no reason, there's no justification to hide information about this one way or the other. But secondly, we go into who they spoke to. Now, dozens of people came forward saying they have credible information, they have vital information. They can't get hold of the FBI. The FBI is not reaching out to them, and that's becoming more and more prudent. We found out that the FBI had a list of 10 witnesses only that they were interested in speaking to, and they only actually spoke to 9 of them. That doesn't include Blasey Ford and Brett Kavanaugh himself. The FBI did not investigate either of these people. They didn't investigate people who said that they were at these parties where these things happened. This was a sham investigation. Now you can pin it on you know what, you can't pin it on anything. If you genuinely believe that this was a legitimate investigation, I'm sorry, but you are an idiot. This was a sham. From the get-go, Republicans were dead set against anything even close to this taking place. Mike Judge is implicated in attempted rape. This is the man who shut the door, locked the door, turned the music up so no one could hear Christina Blasey Ford scream as Kavanaugh attempted to rape her, and Republican senators did not want that man anywhere near the hearings, nor did they want his ex-partner anywhere near the hearings, who had said, yes, I remember Judge telling me stories like this. The FBI investigation did not even talk to him. This is an absolute farce. Wasn't it intentional for the FBI? No one can really tell that at the moment, but from the very, very get-go, Trump had severely limited this investigation, and then lying, as he always does, saying they have free roam to do whatever they want, but in reality they were still incredibly limited. I don't know how many people were involved in this case, but there were people that they weren't going to talk to from the get-go, which is infuriating. Let's face it, if you're Brett Kavanaugh and you're innocent, you want the FBI to talk to as many people as possible to clear your name. I think I've been very, very clear right from the get-go. I can't stand that man. I think he's a scumbag on every single level. That's before sexual assault and attempted rape charges came out against him. It's based purely on his political, on his work history. At every single point, this man has sided with corporations over people. Most notably, I've said it before, trucker was sued by the company he worked for because he left the truck. The truck had broken down. Everyone agrees if he had stayed, he would have died. He already got frostbite. If he stayed with the truck, he would have died. But the company sued him anyway, saying, no, you should have died. Kavanaugh agreed with the company. He does not value human life whatsoever. He only values companies. But again, the FBI had a list of 10 witnesses only when dozens of people were coming forward saying, no, look, we have valuable information. Kavanaugh is lying. In one way or the other, if it was lying about him drinking, which everyone he went to school with has said, no, he lied about drinking. He got shit-faced all the time. And even the stupid little lies that Kavanaugh came out with, saying that his drinking age at that time was 18. It wasn't. That is proven wrong within 5 minutes. It had already gone to 21. But nobody cares if an 18-year-old is drinking. Nobody cares that an 18-year-old was drinking 35 years ago. It makes no sense to lie about this thing, but he is a pathological liar. He is unfit for the office that he's going for, but Republicans said in the very beginning, even if this sexual accusations, even if he did attempt to rape someone, they're still going to vote for him. And that's exactly what's happening. So if you're still in the Kavanaugh camp, tell me why. Because I don't get it. I really don't. Now you can say, okay, there's no definitive proof, but I watched his statement, I watched his testimony, I watched her testimony, I watched the questions that followed both of them. You don't have to be a body language expert to know that Kavanaugh was lying. In fact, you can just fact check most of what he said, which is very, very easy. He's a proven liar. And the fact that the FBI investigation was so pathetic, they spoke to 9 people. 9 people. Dozens of people came forward saying, we have credible information. We have legitimate information. And yet, none of those were spoken to. This was an absolute farce. Absolute farce.